Picture a city pulsing with defiance, where tens of thousands flood the streets, waving flags under a spring sky, their cheers clashing with distant jeers. On April 13, 2025, Belgrade became a crucible of loyalty and rebellion as supporters rallied for Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić. Weeks after over 100,000 anti-corruption protesters shook the capital in historic demonstrations, buses rolled in from Serbia, Kosovo, and Bosnia, carrying Vučić's faithful, while eggs flew and fists flared in pockets of resistance. The colored revolution is over, Vučić proclaimed, backed by a fiery video from Hungary's Viktor Orbán. Serbian patriots can count on Hungarian patriots. Is this a nation uniting behind its leader, or a spark in a powder keg of division? Let's unravel this in 6 steps, diving into Serbia's fiery crossroads. No fluff, just clear insights to navigate this storm. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. Belgrade's Dueling Crowds. On a crisp Sunday in Belgrade, the heart of Serbia beat with fervor. Tens of thousands gathered to champion President Aleksandar Vučić, their Serbian flags unfurling like a sea of red, blue, and white. Buses poured in from across Serbia, Kosovo's northern enclaves, and Bosnia's Serb regions, ferrying supporters to a rally launching Vučić's new Movement for the People and the State. Social media captured the spectacle, a 200-meter flag hoisted high, chants of "We will not give up Serbia" echoing through the capital. Yet shadows lingered. Just weeks earlier, over 100,000 had marched against Vučić, fueled by a November 2024 train station collapse in Novi Sad that killed 16, blamed on government corruption. Today, anti-government activists struck back. Eggs splattered buses in Belgrade, and in Novi Pazar, clashes erupted as protesters tried to block Vučić's convoy. Police moved swiftly, batons flashing, a stark reminder of a nation split between devotion and dissent. Chapter 2. Vučić's Defiant Stand. Vučić took the stage with a victor's grin, declaring, "The colored revolution is over," a jab at claims that foreign powers, Western or otherwise, stir Serbia's unrest. His new movement aims to rally patriotism and wisdom, a shield against what he calls elite-backed protests seeking his ouster. They can't win at the ballot box, he said, framing the opposition as a threat to Serbia's soul. A surprise boost came via video from Hungary's Viktor Orbán, whose vow of solidarity, "Serbian patriots can count on Hungarian patriots," drew roars from the crowd. This wasn't just a rally, it was a gauntlet thrown. Vučić, in power for over a decade, faces his toughest challenge since the 1990s Milosevic era. Social media split fiercely. Some hailed him as Serbia's savior, others mocked a desperate show. Science shows mass gatherings can unify or divide. Here, Vučić bets on the former, rallying loyalty to counter a tide of fury. Chapter 3. The Roots of Rage. Serbia's unrest ignited with tragedy. Last November, a train station roof in Novi Sad collapsed, killing 16 and sparking outrage over shoddy infrastructure tied to Chinese-funded projects. Students led the charge, their marches swelling from Novi Sad to Belgrade, accusing Vučić's Serbian Progressive Party of corruption and mismanagement. By March 15th, an estimated $100,000 to $325,000 flooded Belgrade, the largest protest in decades, waving flags and demanding accountability. The anger runs deeper. Vučić's critics point to media control, cronyism, and deals like a controversial lithium mine with Rio Tinto, seen as a sellout to foreign interests. A March protest turned eerie when a strange sound, some feared a sonic weapon, scattered crowds, fueling distrust. Social media buzzed with claims of oppression, though Vučić denied using such tactics, insisting Serbia's democracy holds firm. Chapter 4. Orbán's Echo and Russia's Shadow. Orbán's endorsement wasn't just rhetoric. It signaled a broader alignment. Hungary's strongman shares Vučić's knack for balancing East and West, cozying up to Russia while eyeing EU ties. Serbia, an EU candidate, walks a similar tightrope. Reports surfaced of Russian intelligence aiding Vučić's protest crackdowns, from surveillance to crowd control, raising alarms in Western capitals. Vučić's ties to Moscow, cemented by energy deals and Kosovo disputes, make him a Kremlin ally, even as he courts Brussels. This dance draws scrutiny. Science shows external backing can embolden leaders, but risks alienating locals. Here, anti-government voices cry puppet over Russian aid. Social media posts speculated on foreign plots, some tying Vučić to a Trump-friendly axis via Orbán, especially after Donald Trump Jr.'s Belgrade visit amid hotel deal talks. Serbia's unrest isn't just local, it's a chessboard for global players. Chapter 5. A Region on Edge. Belgrade's rallies ripple across the Balkans. In Kosovo, ethnic Serbs cheered Vučić's buses, but tensions flared. Kosovo's government fears Serbia's meddling could reignite old wounds. Bosnia's Serb leaders, like Milorad Dodik, echo Vučić's nationalism, unsettling Sarajevo's fragile peace. The EU, pushing Serbia toward reforms, watches warily, with Ursula von der Leyen urging media, freedom, and anti-corruption steps after meeting Vučić. A Jared Kushner hotel project in Belgrade, tied to NATO's 1999 bombing site, stoked protests, linking U.S. influence to local ire. Science warns unrest can spill borders. Serbia's Serb minorities in neighboring states amplify risks. Social media reflects global stakes. Posts warned of Balkan powder kegs. Others saw Vučić as a bulwark against chaos. From Gaza's corridors to Wisconsin's shadows, division festers. Here, Serbia's split tests whether unity or fracture will shape the region's fate. Chapter 6. Serbia's Crossroads. Belgrade's dueling rallies, tens of thousands backing Vučić against a tide of anti-corruption fury, cast Serbia as a nation teetering on the edge. Vučić's defiant stand, bolstered by Orbán's nod and whispers of Russian aid, frames his movement as a patriotic shield, yet fails to quiet the rage over Novi Sad's tragedy and systemic rot. The unrest, from egg-throwing skirmishes to historic marches, mirrors global fault lines, trust eroded as seen in Gaza's war or South Africa's land strife. Serbia's path, entwined with EU dreams and Moscow's pull, risks regional tremors, with Kosovo and Bosnia watching closely. Vučić's claim that the revolution is over belies a deeper truth. A nation divided cannot stand still. As Serbia faces a 30-day deadline to form a government or call elections, the world waits, wondering if dialogue or defiance will define its future.